Albert Einstein was born in Ulm, in the Kingdom of Württemberg in the German Empire, on March 14, 1879. He was a theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity, one of the two pillars of modern physics. His work is also known for its influence on the philosophy of mass energy, best known to the general public for his mass-energy equivalence formula E=mc², which has been dubbed the world's most famous equation. He received the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics for his services to theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the law of the photoelectric effect, a pivotal step in the development of quantum theory. Albert Einstein is one of the most famous physicists in history. Einstein also made important contributions to the development of quantum mechanics and statistical mechanics. Einstein is also famous for his many popular science books, which have helped to make complex scientific concepts accessible to the general public. His parents were Hermann Einstein, a salesman and engineer, and Pauline Koch. In 1880, the family moved to Munich, where Einstein's father and his uncle Jacob founded Elektrotechnische Fabrik J. Einstein & C., a company that manufactured electrical equipment based on direct current. The Einsteins were non-observant Ashkenazi Jews. Albert attended a Catholic elementary school from the age of 5 for 3 years. At the age of 8, he was transferred to the Luitpold Gymnasium, now known as the Albert Einstein Gymnasium, where he received advanced primary and secondary school education until he left Germany 7 years later. In 1894, Hermann Einstein's company lost a bid to supply electrical equipment to the city of Munich, and the family moved to Milan, Italy. Within a year, Einstein had settled into the Aarau Gymnasium in Aarau, Switzerland, where he studied for the next 5 years, graduating at age 17. Some text goes here. What was Albert Einstein's IQ? This is a question that has been debated for many years. Some people believe that Einstein was a genius with an IQ of 160 or more. Others believe that his IQ was more average, around 120. Einstein himself never took an IQ test, so we will never know for sure what his true IQ was. However, there is no doubt that he was a very intelligent person. He was able to develop groundbreaking theories in physics that have changed the way we view the universe. Whether his IQ was 160 or 120, Albert Einstein was a brilliant man who left a lasting legacy on the world. Albert Einstein was one of the most famous scientists of the 20th century. He is best known for his theory of relativity. Einstein was married twice and had 3 children. His first wife, Mileva Marić, was a Serbian physicist. They had 2 sons together, Hans Albert and Edward. Einstein divorced Marić in 1919 and married his second wife, Elsa Löwenthal, in 1922. Elsa was Einstein's first cousin. They had 2 daughters together, Liesel and Elsa. Einstein died in 1955. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity is one of the most famous and influential theories in physics. It's also one of the most complex and challenging to understand. In a nutshell, the theory explains the physical laws that govern how objects move. It also describes the relationship between space and time. Einstein's theory of relativity has 2 main principles, the principle of special relativity and the principle of general relativity. The principle of special relativity explains the behavior of objects in a frame of reference that is moving at a constant speed. The principle of general relativity explains the behavior of objects in a frame of reference that is accelerating. Einstein's theory of relativity has had a profound impact on our understanding of the universe. It has led to the development of new technologies, like GPS, and it has helped us to better understand the nature of space and time. In the early 1940s, physicists working on the Manhattan Project began to realize that their work could have far-reaching implications beyond the development of a weapon. They knew that the atomic bomb could be used as a weapon of mass destruction, and they also knew that it could be used to create a new form of energy. As the Manhattan Project progressed, Einstein became increasingly concerned about the potential for the atomic bomb to be used for evil purposes. In a letter to President Roosevelt, he warned that the unleashed power of the atom has changed everything save our modes of thinking, and we thus drift toward unparalleled catastrophe. Einstein's fears were realized when the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The devastation wrought by these weapons was unprecedented, and the use of such weapons has been banned by many international treaties since. Despite the horror of the atomic bomb, Einstein continued to believe in the potential for atomic energy to be used for good. He once said, "It is my conviction that there is nothing inherently evil about the application of atomic energy. It is capable of doing good and it is capable of harming. The choice is ours." Einstein's brain was removed within 7.5 hours of his death on April 18, 1955. Thomas Harvey, the pathologist who performed the autopsy, wanted to preserve the brain for science. He divided it into 240 sections, which he preserved in formaldehyde. Harvey later gave some of the sections to Einstein's family, and the rest were stored at the Princeton Hospital. In 1978, Einstein's grandson decided to have the brain studied to see if there were any clues to his genius. A team of scientists led by Dr. Marion C. Diamond studied the brain and found that it was structurally normal. However, they did find that Einstein had more glial cells than average. Glial cells help to support and protect nerve cells. Scientists believe that this may have contributed to Einstein's genius. On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein died in Princeton, New Jersey, at the age of 76. The cause of death was an aortic aneurysm, a ruptured blood vessel in the abdomen. Einstein had been in declining health for several years, and he had been hospitalized several times in the months before his death. Einstein was one of the most renowned physicists of his time, and his death was a great loss to the scientific community. He is best known for his theory of relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Einstein was also a strong advocate for peace. Einstein's death was mourned by people all over the world. He was buried in a simple grave in Princeton, and his epitaph reads, "Here lies what was mortal of Albert Einstein."